This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. We are back for another week of the pod, another week of chatting two albums by two of the biggest names in hip-hop the past decade. Tyler Creator, Mac Miller. Tyler's third album to be covered on the show. We can't wait, simply cannot wait. I've recovered from COVID, kinda, not really. I'm back in the world, and I'm back in the Zoom call with my boys. Brad, Adam, how we doing?
Glad to see you alive, mate. That's good.
Really
I'm be back.
I'm actually still pretty rough.
Oh, yeah?
Been a rough little week, to be honest. I'm sweating bullets again. So, but yeah, it's not that bad. It could be worse, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's been happening? Last week was a big one with Cav from Eskimo Joe.
Yeah.
It was an experience talking to him in here.
I hope everyone liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't talk to him.
I was nervous.
I was nervous too. We're gonna
let's be nervous, mate.
Yeah, let's be real to the ones listening right now. We were nervous.
Yeah.
We don't often get nervous, but that was like, that man wrote Black Fingernails, Red Wine, people.
Yeah.
And many other songs.
Many other. Oh,
Sarah. Anyway. Great.
Yeah, that was fun. It was something that, we actually spoke about it on the show with him, where it's like musicians have that moment. It's good when they have that moment where they can actually, like, people who don't listen to music or don't follow music are like, oh, you're doing that thing. Like he said about playing the grand final. That's like with the podcast. Like, oh, yeah, we had the singer of Eskimo Joe on. Like, people are going to be like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah, cool. I still won't check it out, but that's cool. Yeah.
Actually, I know them, kind of.
My boss at work, who I don't think has ever listened to any of our stuff, he listened because of that. And I was nervous because I think I told a story about my work.
You did.
At the start.
You did too.
Which we would have heard. Anyway. About me telling off a customer accidentally, but anywho, he didn't give me a word about it, so
watch your back. Right. Watch your back.
Giving a lip boy.
Yeah, it's all good.
As I said last week, I've continued this week, but I've just been watching so many shows. But I watched so kind of the first like half of the week I was at home. Doing nothing in isolation was like TV show, and then it kind of transitioned to movies. I watched 3 movies which were like I watched The Notebook for the first time.
Whoa.
Yeah. Have you guys seen The Notebook?
Never seen The Notebook.
Hey, it's fucking
heard
awesome.
All about it.
It's Tam was like, we gotta watch it. And I was like, yeah, all right, let's do it. And I was crying. Tears came out of my eyes, and I was like, I can't control this. The night before that, we watched The Greatest Showman. Haven't seen that before.
Oh, I've never seen that as well.
So good. So good.
Hugh
So good so that we went halves in a Greatest Showman vinyl. Soundtrack vinyl.
Wow. Instant soundtrack.
I cannot get a couple of those songs out of my head.
Is it just Hugh on the mic?
No, Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya. I can't remember the lady's name that sings. The song is like, look out, 'cause here I come.
No.
That song. Anyway, it's like, this is me, which I did not know was from that movie. I thought it was just some like positive
it like a musical
promotion,
or is it like original soundtrack?
It's original soundtrack. They wrote like the songs written for the movie. It's like a movie musical. Yeah. So like a musical. But
so just a musical.
Yeah. But like, it's not like there's not a song like every 5 minutes. Yeah. There's probably like maybe 8 songs in the whole thing.
Do you get uncomfortable when that happens in musicals?
Like in actual musicals?
To start up? Like when you watch a movie that's a musical,
right.
And you might not have watched it. Like I'm not an avid musical watcher, but when you do watch it to start, and the first 2 songs, it's like the feeling of discomfort is like no other, because you're just like they just started in mid conversation, and it just really throws you.
Yeah, I get that, but you also know what you're in for when you're.
You get it by the end, and then you don't even notice it. But the first one, I think it's because you feel like you're in the conversation, and then you're like, if someone did that to me and just started singing,
they break the fourth wall.
You would. It's like the ultimate cringe.
That wasn't the only musical I watched. I also watched Tick Tick Boom.
How good is Tick Tick Boom?
So good.
Heaps good.
Yeah.
Fucking love.
Me and Charlie both love Lin-Manuel Miranda right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you saw Hamilton, eh?
Yeah, he is a genius.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it only clicked with me like halfway through the movie that the songs that he was playing at the show were songs that were actually performed by the real Jonathan
in another
Larson.
musical.
Yeah.
In
The
another
next
musical, about the
called
musical.
Rent, I believe.
Yeah.
No, they're not
Yeah.
from
no,
Rent.
No,
It's
it was from Tick Tick Boom.
a musical.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
about-
Sorry,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah.
The first one. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but highly
Yeah.
recommend that to all the people. It's on Netflix. You've probably seen it, to be honest. And then one more shout out, movie, TV show shout out. I've been watching Peacemaker. Have you
Yeah.
seen that? John
Ooh,
Cena.
it's good.
It is so funny. Like
Yeah.
legitimately laugh out loud.
John's
most
funny.
of the time. Funny. John Cena kills it.
I thought it was going to be shit, but it's quite good.
Are you laughing at him?
No, like the jokes are straight
they're
up
really
hilarious.
funny, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I
not
can't-
even
I
in,
can't
yeah,
recommend it
it's surprisingly funny, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Besides music, movies and TV shows, bunch of new music and tours and whatnot. Trophy House put out a new single called
Great
Nobody
track.
Said. It's like along, as John said a couple of weeks ago, it's along that kind of pop realm, but it's pretty catchy. Heaps catchy.
Mm.
I've listened to like only a couple of times and it's been in my head.
Yeah, it's great.
Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. They put out a new single called Bubblegum
they?
Infinity, and they have a new album out April 22nd. Yeah.
Mad.
So fat again.
Yeah. I like it.
The last couple songs are so big. Anyway,
Yeah,
so good.
If the album's like that, it's gonna be a
Mm.
bit of a ripper. Down for Tomorrow. They have a new single out February 18th called Dark Comedy, and then they have a little Sydney and Melbourne couple of shows. Melbourne on March 6th, Sydney on March 25th to support the single. Our boys, Cody's been on the show a couple of times. That's gonna be a good one. I'm a big fan of Down for Tomorrow.
Debbie's are releasing one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or
Well, by the
a
time
couple
it's
days
out.
ago, by the time this comes out.
Oh, is it tomorrow? I thought it was next week. Or is the
I might
is the
be
music
wrong.
video out? Anyway, new
Anyway.
single as well, the Debbies. And Good Lecker announced their Belligerents tour across Australia.
Huge
Feb,
tour.
March, April, May. Yeah, it is. A couple of shows supporting Bootleg Rascal as well.
Oh man, good for
Mm.
them.
Killing it.
And then for non-pod guest alumni, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anyone listen to their new single?
Come on the pod.
John's back.
Yeah.
John's back, baby.
It's just like classic run-of-the-mill Chili Peppers though, isn't it?
Very.
I kind of liked it.
I like,
Yeah, like
it's
it's
like
fine,
John's
it's
guitars.
fine, yeah.
I listened
I
to
was
it
like-
once and I went, I never have to listen to any part except for the guitar solo again.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nothing else
Yeah.
is going me. Ketis is doing some sort of weird twang on his singing. Anyone notice that?
Yeah.
Bit of
He's
a
trying
country-
out like a bit of a southern thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
God.
Hello, Anthony.
Hey, guess
Come
what?
on,
Love
Anthony.
you, buddy.
Anyone see
gotta
the
still
video?
Eat that up.
Yeah,
No, I didn't
yeah.
watch the video.
It's a bit much.
Yeah, right. Hey, people are gonna
People love it.
love it. People are gonna eat it up. People are gonna
Oh, look,
support
They
it.
will.
If they
And-
come to Australia, I'm gonna be.
I'll still
I'm
go.
gonna
Of course.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Got to see
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That'll be the first time in a while. Yeah, I'd get around it. You know what? Who gets around us? Manscaped.
hmm
Support for Record Royale is brought to you by Manscaped, as per the best and below the waist grooming champions of the world. Valentine's Day is come and gone. Well, actually, it's Valentine's Day. What?
The date.
Today, when this
Today.
episode comes out. So technically, it's come and gone. You've
Hey,
missed
happy
your chance.
Valentine's Day, guys.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, lovers, friends, and family.
Yeah.
Cuties.
But that doesn't mean it's not late enough to get your Manscaped products. They offer precision engineered tools for your family jewels. It's been a few weeks on now since we've got the gear.
Yeah.
It's been going well. Been
I'm rocking
going
the shirt.
well. There it is. There
So
it is.
comfy.
I'm rocking
Hey,
the
the
undies
shirt-
right now, but
I wore it to work today, and everyone was like, "Oh,
That's
You wore it to
awesome.
work.
balls." Yeah.
You
Look,
wore
oh,
that
that's
to
funny.
work. That is
Balls.
amazing, Brad.
Yeah.
That's right, though. Your balls do thank you.
Yeah.
I do.
Mm.
Every day.
Yeah,
My
we've
chef, the chef at my work was like, "That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. What is it?" I was like,
Did you
"Oh,
tell him
well."
that he can get 20% off and free
I told
worldwide
her
shipping?
that she can get her man or herself
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, 20% off.
Nice. Yeah, 20% off free shipping at Record Royale at manscaped.com using the code Royale, ROYALE. 20% off free worldwide shipping. Get your Manscaped shit sorted. All right, we're going to start talking about Tyler Creator, Flower Boy, and Mac Miller Swimming with Chelsea Warner from Sydney. It's a good one. It's a fun one. I hope you enjoy.
Looked in the mirror.
All right, what a couple of albums we get to chat about today. But we're not chatting just the three of us. It's our absolute pleasure to have Sydney-based songwriter, producer, multi-instrumentalist, and new friend of the show, Chelsea Warner, on the pod this week.
Hi.
Chelsea, thanks for being here. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. I feel good. Thanks for having me.
That's good. That's what we want to hear on a Wednesday night in the Zoom call. There's no other better response than good. You are killing it actually at the moment. You're coming off the release of the debut EP Drama back a couple months ago. How long were you sitting on those tracks?
Like my whole life, because it was a debut project. So some of the songs were recent, like written a month before they came out even. I think the interlude was written, about a month before. But the rest of it was like sifting through my life's work and being like, what do I want to put out? What's the 6 best ones? So yeah, a bit of a mixture.
Yeah, true. Was that like a difficult process to narrow it down?
Yeah, it was. It went through a lot of different iterations, tracklist wise. But I kind of had to just one day look myself in the mirror and go, it's not that deep. Just pick some.
Yes.
You can release the other ones later. It's fine.
Cull the rest of them. How's the reception been? How have you been finding the response to the EP?
Yeah, I mean, pretty great. I had no expectations. So, I was glad to do a mood on the roof with a couple of the songs. That was cool. And just like, having a few people message me every now and then and saying that they resonate with the songs, like that's more than I could have ever asked for. So pretty stoked. Yeah,
sweet. I was going to mention those 2 live performances you did of It Be Like That and Not in the Mood. They were like the best quality live performance videos I've ever seen. It was like 8K and like the audio mixing was so good. That must have been pretty like good.
8K.
It was legit like 8K, was it?
It is. It's in 8K.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
I don't know why.
It was like 4D. I was there at the show. That would have been.
You could smell it.
That must have been pretty fun. Fun time recording that and performing essentially.
Yeah, that team, they're so amazing. Like they just go above and beyond with everything that they do. The Ben on the camera is amazing. Taka Perry does the mixing. Robbie Desar does the mastering. It's like I can't believe it exists, And it's just in the middle of Sydney on a roof.
Where'd you record it at?
It's at their studio in Glebe.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
You guys Sydney based?
We're
Newcastle.
Well, I live
Newcastle.
on the Central Coast now, but I'm from Newcastle.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, but we are accustomed to the Sydney area.
Okay, great.
I wouldn't say
Up the
that.
road.
Yeah.
Been there a fair few
Not Adam.
times. Still get lost. I'd say that's
Same.
the best way to.
Yeah, I still never.
Too many one-way streets.
I
Still get frustrated on the bridge.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Too many exits.
I steer clear
Too
of
many.
Sydney Harbour Bridge. Unless I'm.
I think we've
in the
had
passenger
full,
seat.
pretty much domestics. All 3 of us. We've tried to kill each other on many times.
It's that one where you try and go over the Anzac Bridge and you got to go one early and we always miss it and it's.
Oh, like near Darling Harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around there, nightmare.
Ends friendships, that one.
Yeah.
Whoever's on
We
maps is public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
We stayed in Glebe for a week and we had to go to the North Shore every day. So we had to go over the bridge 14 times a week and we just cooked it every time.
You drove. That's your first mistake.
Yeah. We had heaps of gear. We were recording, so just taking heaps of shit over.
That's
But
tough, hey?
it was
I just
stupid.
take trolleys on the train at this point. So.
That's a smart idea.
Load up.
That's such a better idea, yeah. The 2 albums we're doing, Tyler Creator and Mac Miller, I can 100% hear the influence shine through in your music. What was the thinking behind choosing these 2?
Well, I think sometimes I struggle to narrow down my influences to specific things because I love, honestly, I love a lot of hip hop music, but right now at this point in my life, I'm not a rapper. So I sometimes feel a bit like, is it odd to cite hip hop as influences? But I don't think so because I produce and it's very, those albums really combine just all the things I love about music the most. The musicality is there. There's, really interesting and intricate harmonic choices. The chords are amazing and beautiful. The melodies are beautiful. The lyrics are amazing. There's wit and humor and lightness to it as well. So I think, yeah, it's just a pretty multifaceted representation of everything that I love about music.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think you can narrow these albums down to like rap at all. Like
No.
the production side of both of these are just like the best part about them.
And there's heaps of singing and like it's it's deeper than that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's like an experience listening to these, because this is actually the third Tyler Creator album we've done on the pod, and they've all been his three latest ones. So we haven't actually gone back and done one of the earlier ones. That could be interesting to do, because I haven't gone back and listened to them personally.
Very different experience. The last three are
I've not really
on the same wavelength, I would say, and then gets good, but it's sketchy. The earliest.
Purposefully, yeah.
Yeah.
He leaned into the sketchiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we should go back and do it. All right, I'm going to run through some of the facts of these albums. So, as I said, this is the third Tyler album we've done. Can't remember when we did the other ones, but we did Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost sometime the past couple of years.
They both my birthday apps.
Maybe actually, yeah. Maybe like the July.
Both
late
exactly
July.
the week of July 30th.
Yeah.
We know exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check that. Well, we did Igor really early. That was like season 1. So go back and listen to that one in the archives. Flower Boy, this is his fourth studio album released on the 21st of July 2017 by Columbia Records, like their biggest label. Self-produced and features guest vocals from Frank Ocean, A$AP Rocky, Anna of the North, Lil Wayne, Steve Lacy, bunch more, Rex Orange County. I think Jaden Smith's on there as well. Estelle. Fair few. I wrote this down because I thought it was pretty interesting. And I know this has happened for a couple of other songs where he's written or produced like a beat or the lyrics or a full song and sent it to someone and then they rejected it. So he's just put it on the album. I'm pretty sure that happened with Earthquake. He sent it to Rihanna and she rejected it. So he put it on the album. That was on Igor.
See You Again, it's a Zayn song, isn't it?
Yeah, there's probably a few. But on this album, so the beat used on I Ain't Got Time was initially made for Kanye, and he declined it. And then it was sent to Nicki Minaj. She rejected it. Glitter was written for Justin Bieber, but apparently Bieber didn't return any of his calls, so Tyler kept it. And See You Again was written for Zayn, but he rejected it twice, apparently. And Who Dat Boy was rejected by Schoolboy Q.
Crazy.
So, fair few.
They're all like his biggest, like See You Again is one of Tyler's biggest songs ever.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
interesting.
such a good song. Anyway.
I didn't know most of those.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's probably, do you think it's like a money thing? Because you probably make more, I don't know. But if he's writing the songs, I don't know.
Well, if you think about it, if you listen to him, I don't know if he would keep the same production. Sorry, we're going on a bit of a detour here.
That's right.
But like all of those songs are so very specifically Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
And he uses very like specific chords and harmonies and melodies. So that maybe other artists are like, I can't see myself doing that because it is just a Tyler the Creator song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder like if he sent it off as a pitch though, if it would have been more bare bones.
Yeah,
like, 'cause
maybe.
The expectation would be like that they would tweak the production or whatever. But I wonder how much. I'd love to hear those original demos because they feel so him and it feels like there's so much personality.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he like watered it down initially and then had to and then brought it more back into his own lane.
Has he got songwriting credits like for other artists, like at all?
Don't know. I've never actually heard of it. But
He's done some stuff with Snow Allegra. But I don't know if there's any, because that's a feature as well. I know he produces, but I don't know about like just songwriting.
But like, they're all like massive names that he's sending them off to, and then so I don't know what his chase is there. So there was 4 singles. Who Dat Boy 911 were released. Yep, and then Boredom, I Ain't Got Time, and See You Again. Peaked at 8 in Australia, 9 in the UK, and 2 in the States. Did his albums before this do really well, or was this like his first one to like go big time?
I don't think. Well, they had cult followings, and I think this was the one that like broke him a little bit over to the mainstream.
Yeah, right. It was Pitchfork's 8th best album of 2017 and NME's 17th best album of 2017. No Rolling Stone magazine in there. And it was nominated for Best Rap Album at the 2018 Grammys. It lost to, anyone know? Damn, by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sorry, didn't give you time to even answer. Let's do Mac Miller. It's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was his fifth studio album, released on August 3rd, 2018 by Remember Music. I think that might be his label or something affiliated with him. There's a few producers on this, but include Miller, Def Hines, J. Cole, Take Beats, Flying Lotus on there as well. There's a few more as well. Dan Funk, Def Hines, Snoop Dogg, Thundercat. They all do provided vocals. There's probably a few more actually as well.
Bass.
Yeah, and bass, yeah. And then John Mayer played guitar on Small Worlds, and Steve Lacy played on Jet Fuel. Random.
Couple crossovers.
Yeah, get John Mayer in there for a little track. There was 3 singles: Small World, Self Care, and What's the Use. Peaked at 7 in Australia, 17 in the UK, and 3 in the US, so pretty similar to Tyler. And it was also nominated for Best Rap Album at the 2019 Grammys. Did not know who won this, but it was Cardi B with Invasion.
I remember
of
this
Privacy.
because this was Mac's last album before he passed, and
Yeah.
so everyone was kind of thinking this is his last chance at a Grammy. There was like pretty significant outrage over that. I love
right.
Cardi B, but yeah, I remember that was a bit controversial at this
Because
time.
he only passed like a couple months after he
Really?
released this, didn't he?
Something like that.
This is August. I was pretty sure. Yeah, it was like I thought it could have even been like September. Might be wrong. Could have been a bit later.
That is
but it was
quite
definitely that year.
outrageous.
Yeah.
And they like invited his family and stuff.
Oh, really?
Just to lose.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
That's fucked.
crazy. Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh,
Damn. Anyway, moving on. That's all I got for the
Anyway.
facts. Let's smash through the elements. Staying on Mac Miller, there was like a billion things I heard on this album that I like drew from. Like, it sounds very Rex Orange County, funnily enough, who's on the Tyler album. Like, a few drum beats on What's the Use sound very Anderson .Paak as well.
well, that's just all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thundercat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it even sounds like Australian indie rock bands at times, like Ocean Alley and our boys in Rum Jungle, like in Wings.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's just like
Yeah.
it's pulling from everywhere, and
Actually,
I
interesting.
really like it.
With What's the Use? Like, the guy who produced that promo has a lot of cuts on Anderson .Paak as well. So I think you're right on the money.
Yeah, okay. I was actually going to look that up and I didn't, so I'm glad you knew that.
He did Dang, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
right.
And Am I Wrong? Anderson .Paak. I
Yeah,
think.
Am I Wrong? That is the song that sounds like What's the Use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
have you
interesting.
guys seen the Tiny Desk for Mac Miller
Oh, amazing.
when this came out? I was watching it today.
Yeah, and
again.
Thundercats is chilling.
It's so good. Yeah, Thundercat.
Isn't
I
he
feel
on
so
Shaker or
bad.
something for one of the songs?
Yeah, he's
Just
the shaker on the
drink out
first
the back.
song, and he's just like above the other bass player. And I felt so bad for that bass player because you're like,
Yeah.
you've just got the greatest
Pressure's on.
bass player in the world, just like literally standing over the top of you with a shaker. You'd be like, oh god.
Taking the piss pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, fully.
And then he just
When
comes
is he
on
not?
just for What's the Use and just absolutely rips. And
Yeah.
the other guy sadly comes
Yeah.
back on. He's like, oh fuck.
Did you
Anyway.
That's probably his homie
have
there.
you been watching the Book of Boba Fett, Star Wars Disney Plus show?
No, Thundercat's on
Yeah,
that
he's in it,
episode.
isn't he?
Thundercat was in an
Thundercat's
episode.
in that.
Yeah.
His brand is so diverse these days.
Yeah,
It
when I
is.
saw it, I was like, what? What? It's awesome.
But
It's
that
so
makes
good.
perfect sense at the same time.
Yeah. Does he act? Like, has he been in much
I
else?
think that's the only
That's
thing,
it, just
probably.
Star Wars.
His debut.
So, because even like 3 or 4 years ago, he was just like a music nerd and like was like pretty introverted and like kept to himself. And now he's just some superstar.
He's like an enigma. I think
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Durag changed
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
trajectory. Just how hard he memed that promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that with the Heim ladies in the film clip as well?
Yeah.
Is
Is
it?
that that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, falling in love with him.
It's so fun.
He's,
I didn't know that.
he
Dancing
I
towards.
feel
him.
like he did that and then he became the anime guy. Like straight
Yeah.
after that. Like he just like if you look on YouTube, it's just every Thundercat interview is just about anime and it's not even about his music.
Really leaned into
Which
it.
is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing well.
No, he deserves it. That's for sure.
Hmm.
He's a god, bass
He is.
god.
Adam, you gave Igor a 10 and Call Me If You Get Lost a 9, I believe. Where does this rank in your?
You're gonna wait. Let's save it for the end of the app.
No.
Early
yeah,
on. Well, if I'm gonna say in the top, Igor is still my top, but I don't know if I can really. I feel the same about this and Call Me If You Get Lost. I would say.
I found them pretty similar albums, to be honest.
A little bit, yeah, but
Yeah.
Is it? I found like I used to think that Igor and Flower Boy were really different, but like now listening this time around, there's a lot of similarities. I just think it was like the whole rollout of Igor that like changed it for me, and like the whole persona he put on.
yeah,
And he has a persona in this as well, but like I don't know, it was such a visually different album.
yeah.
But listening
Yeah.
like sonically, there's definitely some similarities.
There's actually I had it written down. I can't remember what song it's in now. I must have deleted it, but in one of the tracks, Sweet. Oh, sorry, hang on. Yeah, Sweet is like there's a little bit of it at the end of one of the songs on Flower Boy.
I noticed that.
Really?
Oh.
That's cool.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
it's like you can just hear it in the background, and it must have just been the original demo. And then
That's cool.
yeah, I only saw it because I was like, I think I was on YouTube just watching a live set, and then someone brought it up. I was like, holy shit, and then listened back. Crazy. And the last track as well on that album sounds a lot like the stuff off Igor. It's kind of like all foreshadowing, I reckon.
And Glitter as well, I reckon.
Mm.
Like that sounds like a vocal line that definitely could appear on
Yeah, for sure.
Igor. Like the way he delivered it
Mm.
and whatnot. Very cool.
Chelsea, were these two albums ones like you got around when they were released, or was it kind of later that you started to get into them?
Yeah, they both were. And I think that's why I resonate so much with them, because I felt like I was kind of in on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when Igor came out, I listened to it, but like not in a big way. So even if I see every argument for that being his best album or whatever you want to call it, like this one it feels some kind of way to me. It feels nostalgic. So I think that's probably a big reason why I like it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Psychologically.
it's coming up on
For
like
sure.
5 years already in July.
He's been so busy.
Yeah, he's
That
put out
guy.
2 more albums. Both went 1, I'm pretty sure. He has not stopped at all.
No.
And then it kind of makes me upset that 2017 was 5 years ago already.
Yeah. It's passed quickly. Anyway.
Getting unfortunately old.
Yeah.
Not great. Oh, did you notice that both this is just like the shittest little point here.
Go.
Both albums reference Elon Musk.
No.
Tyler does in 911, Mr. Lonely, and then Mac does in What's the Use.
Oh, I knew that Mac does,
Fun
but I
little
didn't
fact.
notice the 911 one. There you
Yeah.
go.
Was this time, so what's 2017 and this is 2018. I feel like that was around the time Elon Musk started gaining like social media prominence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been out here, but when he started just like doing dumb shit on Twitter around that time.
When he started telling people, like, he hadn't even been to space yet, but he just started like saying outlandish shit. I'm going to be the first private man to space and whatever. And then what was the other shit he was saying? That he was going to power like everything through the ground or something with solar panels. I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah.
He was
Where
going
there's gonna be
psycho at
Mars
that time on Twitter.
colonies, yeah.
Yeah.
He might have just got with Grimes at that point.
Mm.
Probably smoking on something.
Wasn't
Something
that
crazy.
I swear that was like a 3-month fever dream or something. That,
That
Grimes
was so
thing.
weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you
Bizarre.
ever hear about Grimes was playing at Splendor one year, and apparently like heaps of people have this story that Elon Musk rocked up, got off like a plane and rocked up to Splendor, but no one knew that he was in Australia and he didn't want anyone to know. And anyone that took a photo of him, like they couldn't use their phone within like a radius of him. And like
I've never
apparently he
heard
had
that.
all these guys with these machines. And there's like, you look it up on Reddit, there's heaps of people that talk about it, like heaps of people that played, and they're like, yeah, he had some sort of like force field around him.
Remote EMP.
And no one knew, but
Grenade.
everyone saw him, and
It's
everyone has
crazy.
his like Elon Musk story. But yeah.
I'm
Yeah, he
googling
had
Elon
some-
Musk splendor.
I would take a photo. I'd still take a photo just to see what happens.
Yeah.
We couldn't
Yeah.
because of the force field.
Was the photo just black?
I don't know what year. It might have been around that year, actually.
That's
Hang on.
crazy.
EMP'd your phone.
Yeah.
Total wipeout.
Yeah, they were talking
That's
about it
wild.
on Triple J. Yeah.
That was 2017, July.
Yeah.
Wow.
Elon Musk using anti-phone device. It's so crazy.
What the fuck?
It's like Men in Black.
Yeah,
actually
legit.
crazy.
That's like futuristic robot.
Anyway, it's got nothing to do with the albums, but it's still
I
pretty
think
cool.
it has everything to do with the album.
It does,
actually.
yeah.
I think so.
Has everything to do with
Yeah.
technology.
The time. Yeah.
5 years ago as well. That's insane.
What's he got now?
Yeah.
Has he got
Like-
mind,
like
mind
actual
powers,
robots?
do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual cloak of invisibility. Just took it
Could
straight
do.
from Hogwarts.
Yeah. Those like robot presentation he made was actually so scary.
Yeah, that was.
iRobot's not that far away.
No, it's not. Let's not talk about it, bud, because it's really
No.
scary.
Mm. I have
Fucked
one
up.
more thing to say, not about Elon Musk, about these albums. I found it like, and I always find this refreshing when I go back and listen to like hip hop and shit. Okay, like for like the albums, like the lyrics are about like, you know, finding yourself, and they're actually about like hope and optimism and shit. But I also just fucking love it when artists are just like, yeah, I'm the man, I'm heaps good, I have all
Yeah.
this money and shit, because it's just like refreshing after listening to like emo,
Yeah,
sad.
all the punk we do.
It's like,
just
oh, I
depressing.
hate myself, I hate my town.
Mm.
And then you listen to this and it's like, yeah, I'm the man. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're a boss. It's like kind of good for the soul to listen to some
That's so interesting.
non-self-degrading lyrics.
We do a lot of
for
depressing
bit.
music on this podcast.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say like it's it's refreshing to see a hip hop artist be introspective and be deep rather than just flexing. But you're like
No,
refreshed
damn
by
yeah.
the flex.
That's
I
all
want
we
the
cop.
flex. Yeah.
We just cop introspective bullshit all the time. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
Okay.
It's nice to hear
Noted.
some flexing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Flexing is great. I think flexing, within reason,
Yeah.
can be a great, tool to help you feel good about yourself. To like, it is refreshing. Honestly,
Especially on like the Mac Miller album, where it's not the whole time. Like there are some really actual thoughtful lyrics, but
Yeah.
he's just got like, this Missouri sounding tone to his singing. Like he's from Pittsburgh and he sounds like he's from like the South. And he's
yeah,
every
like Jack
time.
Harlow.
Yeah,
type.
it's like
Yeah.
I don't understand
Wow.
it, but I really like it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of, for lack of a better word, swag in his voice
No, he does
and
for
his
sure.
and
That's
his
a great
tone.
word.
But like
The coolest
in
word.
most of that album, he's talking about like he's fucking like lost and he doesn't
Yeah.
know what he's doing. But then to throw in the occasional little like but I'm in a jet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It
it.
helps.
It's always the melancholic. Like, I am really depressed. I don't know what I'm doing, but also like I'm living my best life. So whatever.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah, it's an interesting contrast actually, and I think like potentially there is a bit more realness to it because of that. Because he's like, yeah, I've achieved all of this stuff and have this
Yeah.
lifestyle, but at the same time, it's like not all it cracked up to be. I would imagine that sometimes in the more maybe emo side of things, which I don't listen to a lot of, so correct me if I'm wrong, but like I feel like sometimes that can be a little performative.
Yeah.
Sorry, just gonna say
No,
it.
definitely.
Like,
No, it is.
people feeling like they have to always be melancholy and always have to be upset. But if you can have like bittersweetness, I find that even more heart wrenching.
Yeah, and
For sure.
it's nice like hearing them sing how they are, like they still have regular human thoughts, because so many people would listen to them and be like, oh fuck off, you're rich and famous, why do you like stop, it's not
Yeah.
real. But it is real, so it's refreshing in that way as
And-
well.
And maybe that's why we don't get around like the real, like proper I'm rich and that's it
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like I don't know, you Playboy. I love Playboy Cardi, but that's all he talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Yeah.
Like he cannot talk about anything
It's harder
but
to
women
attach
and
to.
drugs and money.
It's
so
just like a fantasy listening to it. It's
yeah,
not really
exactly. And that's why, at least for me, I definitely steer towards someone like a Tyler Creative and a
Yeah.
Mac Miller. This is my housemate has Circles on record and he loves it. He loves it to death. I'm kind of starting to feel why,
Yeah.
because there's like I feel like there's a bit of everyone in Mac Miller.
I
He's
think the same
He's
thing.
definitely a voice of the youth.
Yeah, and that's one of the main thoughts I have
Yeah.
about pretty much any of his albums, but especially this one. It feels like a representation, and this might be reading too much into it, but I just feel like it covers a broad range of like human experiences. Like it's the human condition to an extent. in an album
Yeah.
to me.
They're both
Really?
both of them, I reckon, are like super relatable, which is impressive from being two of the biggest names in music at the time. Well, Tyler still is, obviously, but yeah, indeed. All right, shall we
cool.
get into the segments?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Let us do it. Get inked.
Get inked.
All right. First segment off the bat, as per. We're going to make some tattoo designs from these lyrics, Chelsea. Now, you have one or two options. You can either pick one of our tattoos that you would hypothetically get tattooed on your body. They're always shit, so maybe don't do that. Or you could wing one and make one up yourself. I'll go first because mine is a double tat. It works for both albums. As I mentioned before, they both mentioned Elon Musk, so I'm just
I
thinking,
was gonna do that.
yeah. Sorry about that. I have a backup one.
Fine. No, go.
I have a backup one.
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
this is shit. It's not even like creative at all. It's just Mac Miller, Tyler Creator, and Elon Musk in like full astronaut kits, like little rocket. Maybe that can be inside a SpaceX rocket as well.
Decent.
So that's it. I got one tat for the two albums. I've really phoned it in this week. What are yours, Adam?
Well, I just laughed because I just realised that I actually only wrote one for Tyler, and I thought I wrote one for Mac Miller. And I don't think I ever did it.
That's
So
Go on.
I'm going to say my Tyler one and then try and
Just
come up
wing
with the
one.
Mac Miller one in my brain at the same time. For Tyler, it was from the song See You Again. The line was, yeah, I give up my bakery to have a piece of your pie. Did you guys see Tyler's, he had like a perfume shop that he's just opened in California?
Yeah.
It looked like the Flintstones shop. Anyway, it's really cool. Weird little like blue stone building. I just thought maybe Tyler in his I'm sure I know Brad has seen the video for See You Again, and he's in like the sailor outfit. It's really cool.
The red and white shirt.
Yeah, I was thinking that he's in that and maybe in his shop, but it's a pie shop and it's called Pie Le Fleur. And that's it. Just Tyler in a pie shop. And then for Mac,
nice.
well, it's called
Do you want to come back to
Swimming.
you?
It's called Swimming,
Goggles.
and there's a song called Ladders. So maybe Mac Miller on a diving board, climbing up to a diving board.
Nice.
There we go. That's a tat.
That's
Nice
nice.
one, Adam.
Thanks.
Well done.
2 out of 10.
Thanks.
Well done. What about you, Brad?
Mine are better. Mine maybe 1.2 out of 10. This is with the Flower Boy record. It comes out with a really nice lyric sheet. It's like a big A3 like square bit of paper, and it has all the lyrics. And it has some cool art on it. And one of them's like a really hyper like contrasted colored bee that's like colored in not yellow and black. It's like blue and red and not like generic bee colors. So I was thinking maybe that as a tattoo, and maybe it can be wearing like it can be wearing a chain as well.
Just the B.
Yeah.
Generic bee colours. Do you say that to
B for
the
Brad.
bees that you see in the wild? You fucking generic
Yeah.
bees.
Yeah, exactly.
Boring.
No, and it has like a big chain saying, I don't know, Flower Boy.
That's
or something.
nice.
And from 2009 off the Mac Miller album, I think the lyric is, I struck the fuck out, then I came back swinging. I'm thinking like a shaded, like textured baseball bat with those lyrics engraved on the bat. And maybe
That's cool.
you can like go like on your forearm or something. It's kind of like a
That's pretty
normal
good.
sort of tat, nothing too crazy.
That's a,
Just a
tat.
generic.
That's a tattoo. None of
That's
the
a
others
tat.
are really
That's good, though.
tats. None of
Yeah.
the others are good.
It's
That was
an
alright.
I
alright
didn't know
tattoo.
actual tats.
Yeah.
Chelsea, did you happen to think of any tattoo designs, or would you like to pick one of these shithouse ones that you have to get tattooed legally?
Okay, I could do both.
All right.
So, okay. I think my preference, what I would get tattooed on my body forever, is probably the Elon Musk themed tattoo, just because I think
Yeah.
it says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Says a
I
lot about
connect-
me and personality.
Yeah, I connect with it. I like about us, collectively as a
Yeah.
civilization as well, I think. And, at risk of potentially being a little lazy by just using song titles, I noticed that on Flower Boy there's a track called November, and on Swimming there's a track called 2009. So date-based tattoo, you could get it cryptically in like Roman numerals or something. Could
that's
make
a-
November 2009.
That's a
That's
good
cool.
one.
That's awesome.
That is a good one.
That is
Also,
an
we
actual
use song
tattoo as
titles all
well.
the time.
Decent. You already beat us and you did it on the fly. Happens all the time to us.
Simple as that sometimes.
We continue to
Hey,
play
it's
that
not
game,
hard.
but we're so shit at it. Anyway.
I don't know. I think yours are a bit more creative.
Yeah, but you wouldn't actually ever get them tattattooed, like, ever. Or maybe Brad's
for
actually.
yourself.
Brad's
I really
pretty
do
decent.
think we should just change this to NFT. An
Mm.
NFT based thing, 'cause they all just sound like shitty little artworks.
Except for
I
millions.
reckon. Anyway,
Oh, that would be like funny shit. Big crypto boy segment
You'd have to
sponsored by
change
crypto.com.
Yeah,
Mm.
you'd have to change the branding.
Get crypto.
yeah.
Instead of
NFT.
getting.
Get your NFT from fucking wherever you're getting it from.
Doesn't
All right,
have the
let's
same
do,
ring, does it? Anyway.
yeah, no, not at all. Let's do the ad. Alrighty, simple one, Chelsea. We're just picking our favourite songs, one from each album. What are your top 2 go-tos?
One from each album.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt Feelings is my favorite from Swimming because, like, as a producer, I actually struggled for a while, and this is, even bypassing all the meaning of it. I struggled for a while to find a way to incorporate like the more hip hop, trappier almost elements that I love listening to into my own music, and that was the first time I heard, funnily enough, a song that had those kind of sounds, like the quick hats and the kind of 808, that kind of thing, and felt like that is what I want to be able to produce. Like
Yeah.
it's current and it feels so cool, but it doesn't feel derivative. And then I found out J. Cole produced it, and I was really happy about that. So I think sonically that's my favorite, weirdly enough. And then, yeah, I know every single word of that song. I don't even really connect with it that much lyrically. I just like, it's hard, so I like it. And then on Flower Boy, I'd say probably, this is so hard. This album is such an experience to me, but I actually really love Who Dat Boy. I think it's so
good.
cool. It's so cool, and to hear that it was that was the one that was intended for Kanye, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I think the production is so creative. I think I'm learning just right now in this moment that I appreciate production that I haven't heard before. I appreciate kind of innovative, or at least if it's not innovative, just something that I haven't experienced. So, yeah, those are the ones that stand out sonically, even not necessarily like they're musically insanely, amazing, or they're super deep and meaningful, but I just hear it and I go, that's fresh. I haven't, like, that's inspiring to me. I love listening to things that I don't know how to do, that I don't know how to make. So
Yeah.
those two, yeah.
Like Hurt Feelings is pretty much the same beat the whole song, but it sounds
It's so simple.
so good. Yeah, and it comes in straight away and it doesn't deviate. And like songs like that usually are the best, where it's just simple.
Simple but
stuff.
effective is the hardest to do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with Where This Flower Blooms from Tyler. I think the beat the drums plays was like so crunchy, but it like contrasts really well with the keys. They're quite luscious. Also, I just love Frank Ocean, so that's mine. And then I'm going What's the Use on Swimming. That's the one that I said sounds like Anderson .Paak, and I like Anderson .Paak, and that song's like heaps driving, heaps fun. That's probably like the most like upbeat track maybe, or one of on the album.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
The
going
Snoop
with
Dogg vocals too.
yeah. Adam, what are you doing?
What did you just say for Mac Miller? You just dropped my internet.
What's the use?
Oh, what's the use? Okay, yeah. I'll go Ladders for Mac. Just because it's, even though it's like the biggest track, but it's just so funky and never get tired of that song, even though I've heard it ad nauseum. It's just so good. And then for Tyler, I don't know. Tyler's so hard. There's so many good tracks on that. I'll probably just go. I'll go Forward. The first track. I think. Yeah, it's just like perfect Tyler creative production. Really like a really good intro to the album. And it's like all of his production's so world building, I think. And that song like really establishes that weird, like you're in the woods kind of thing, or you're in like a field, which is what I kind of feel like you feel for that whole album. And of course it's like the introduction to Rex, really.
Yeah.
That's what put him on the map. So yeah, I'll go Forward.
Sweet. Brad?
Nice. I'm gonna go for off the Mac Miller album. I'm gonna go the opener for that one. Come Back to Earth. I like how that song like really it like builds and then it drops, and it kind of swirls around. It's a nice opener to the album.
Really nice strings on that.
Yeah, production wise, it's super cool. No drums either, but it's like super. Definitely gets your head moving a little bit. Tyler, I'm gonna go. I was thinking I was also gonna go. Do you go who that boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went that. How the Simpson that are crazy. I don't know,
It's
like
wild.
how.
How do you come up with that?
Yeah, it's literally just
It sounds like early Tyler, which is what I love about.
Yeah,
It's like a break in that he's showing off that he's moved on, and then for Who Dat Boy, he's just like, hey, I'm still fucking psycho.
yeah,
Just throwing that out there, just letting you know I'm still here.
yeah. It's insane.
Which is cool.
But I think I might even go. I'm gonna go Garden Shed. I think like
Such a good track.
mad intro. It sounds like a real deep cut off Lonerism or something. Like I know like a Tame Impala sort of song with the guitars, and it gets really really fuzzy, and then it comes in hot. Yeah, that's like a ride of a song. So that one, they're all so good. I love 911 Mr. Lonely as well.
Yeah,
That Frank bit when he comes in is so freaking fire.
one of the best guest verses. Yeah.
So fire, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go Garden Shed there.
Hectic. All right. Those songs are going in the Spotify playlist, the Record Royale ads. Find it, follow it. If you need 486 songs and over 30 hours of music, you will. Trust me.
One day.
Road trip's coming up.
Yeah.
Big shift.
Need to
Shift
drive
at the
to
lot.
Perth. we got
How long does
you.
it take to drive to Perth? That'd take longer than 30 hours.
Yeah, just listen to it again.
Yeah, you'll forget half the songs by the time you roll back around. 31st hour. All right, let's do Spocks and Spacks.
Everyone on your buzzers. Let's play
Spocks and Spacks.
This segment, what a fucking segment, honestly. All right, Chelsea, we stole this segment from Spicks and Specks. I don't know if you remember the segment where they sing a song using different words. That's essentially what we're going to be doing. Adam's going to be singing 2 songs from these albums and then one like mystery wild card song, and we have to guess it. So we need a buzzer. What would you like your buzzer to be when you have to buzz in if you know the song?
I'll go Bing.
Bing.
Nice.
All right.
Bing.
I'll go. What are you doing, Brad?
I was gonna go ding dong.
On.
I'll just go. Who's there?
Really?
Today I'll be reading from Italian Cooking for Pleasure. Oh, you can't see it because my background. I picked this book up. Some lady was having like a garage sale and she was giving these cookbooks away for free, and I don't know when it's from. It feels like it's from the 50s, and all of the recipes in it are fucked. They're so gross, but anyway.
They're not for pleasure, are they?
They're not for pleasure,
Are they
but they're
gluttonous?
really
Well,
funny.
There's
the
some
act
gluttonous
of
feeds in
cooking.
there.
is
Yeah,
the
one of
pleasure.
them. One of the recipes that I will be singing from is called spaghetti with sausages.
That sounds good.
It's just spaghetti, and it's just got some sausages on top of it.
What?
Does it
And
have
that's
a
all
sauce?
it is.
No
Well,
sauce.
there's no sauce.
Huh?
No
sauce. Well, I don't know because it's black and white. Like they didn't have
Why
like
do you
colour
Why do you
printing
need a
yet.
recipe for that?
I don't know.
A
Put
cookbook
pasta
in
in a-
black and white.
Yeah, it's a cookbook in black and white. Oh, it might
what
have
are you
been color
hiding?
one day, and now it's just
What
faded.
are they? Oh, that's fucked up.
Sorry, it's no. It's also got a can of peeled tomatoes in it.
Oh, thank God.
That's it. There's no other
That's
ingredients.
not pleasurable.
Still no sauce.
Oh, and
essentially.
chopped parsley for garnish. Don't worry about that.
Of all herbs.
Got you sorted. Okay, all right.
What
First
the-
song.
What that is. That's. We should come over and you can cook that for us.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Podcast dinner night. Spaghetti and
Sounds good.
snags on the menu.
Very
All right,
Aussie.
take it away. So first 2 songs are from one of these 2 albums.
All right. First one. Heat the butter and oil in a saucepan over. Low heat fry the onion, bacon and peas. From 5 minutes, stirring occasionally.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
It's boredom.
Yeah, it is boredom. You're right. There you
Talk
go.
about
Just-
boredom.
I was
Great
just
song.
enjoying
Maybe
it.
my favourite song.
Thanks. You're liking hearing about spaghetti
I was
mushroom
intrigued
and
to hear
peas.
what the actual recipe was. Yeah, I was reluctant to interrupt.
This is spaghetti mushroom and peas. That one. Okay, this is now spaghetti.
I'm running
with
out.
sausage.
I'm running out of dinner ideas. I don't want you to finish that page off.
Everything is just spaghetti and something as well. There's no like other. Doesn't seem to be other pasta shapes.
Great.
Keep
It's
it
like
cheap.
spaghetti and then whatever else you have.
Some sort of assortment of meat.
All right, this is spaghetti and sausages. All right.
Thank God. I need this recipe.
Sorry, I've just got to remember how this song goes.
No worries. Building tension.
In a grease pan, fry the prick sausages until well browned. Move from the pan over gentle heat. Fry the onion and garlic in the sausage fat. Fuck, it's so gross. Until soft and golden, then add the tomatoes and their juice with seasoning to taste.
Is it? Oh, who's there?
Yeah,
Is it forward?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Glad you got that because I couldn't remember how the rest went. I was
knew it
stuck.
a
I was
ti-
stuck on that one melody for a
I
second.
knew. Yeah, I knew it was from Flower Boy. I just wasn't sure. I
Alright.
also just wrote down the recipe heaps quick.
If you've noticed a theme for the first two, the next one should be easy. Okay,
So this is another song. Not
it's
from
another
these
song that
albums.
we've done on the pod before, but Chelsea should know it. I think maybe.
Okay. I think I've noticed the themes.
Okay, very good. Cook the pasta in plenty of boiling salted water until just tender. Then drain main water.
Who's there? Who's there?
It's
It's Rex Orange County face to face.
Yeah, it's face to face.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
well done.
They were all,
Well done, Adam.
all Rex Orange County melodies,
Decent.
and it's
See,
neither of his
I
albums.
just
Great
thought it was gonna be a Tyler song.
Nah, I thought I'd try and I'd goose you. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
Decent. I thought it
Couldn't
was going
goose
to be.
me.
What's that out of 10? If I was a 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. That's it. That's a
Anyway,
good song.
there we go.
Well done. Well done, Adam.
You've learnt some shitty spaghetti recipes. If you want them, they're there.
Hey, who said they're shitty?
I reckon they are. from the shitty little pic I've got,
Yeah.
there's a few
Black and
weird
white.
they like their loaves, like a meatloaf, but like
Ooh.
Oh.
different
True.
types. It's really gross. That's
else
kind of
would you
why I
put in a
picked up the
loaf?
cookbook because I had a quick
Yeah.
squiz and went, holy fuck.
Yeah, what do you mean they like their loaves? Yeah, what,
They like
what
to put
other
like
loaves?
just anything in like a do you know like what a bunt cake is?
Bunt.
Bunt cake? It's like
Yeah.
it's like a
Certain shape?
circular
Like-
loaf.
yeah.
It's like a big loaf thing.
Yeah.
They just put like anything in there that's got like a pesto pasta bake loaf. It's so fucked.
Ooh.
It's a really fucked book. Anyway, I love it. I like
that's
to
I might
read
have to come
through
check
it.
it out.
That's fully
It's good.
Is it
messed up.
spaghetti?
There's spaghetti loaves as well. Yeah,
There's no other pasta shapes, remember?
yeah, they're good. Anyway,
Anyway,
Moving on.
indeed. We got one more segment left to do. Let's do it. Two truths and a lie. For this one, I will be saying 3 statements about these artists. 2 are true, 1's a lie. You got to figure out the lie. There's a bit of a backstory to this, though. I'm actually kind of proud of this 2 truths and a lie. Usually I struggle to like think of good ideas for this, but I stumbled across this. So I copy-pasted most of this just so I could get the backstory. In 2011, Mac Miller released a money-inspired song called Donald Trump. Not sure if you're aware. But at the time, Miller said like Trump was just somebody who symbolized financial success. And then when the music video like hit 20 million views or something in August of that year, Donald Trump released a YouTube video congratulating Miller and calling him the new Eminem, the future president. But as the song garnered more streams, Trump took a more aggressive tone and demanded royalties for using his name, thus igniting a Twitter feud with Miller. So which of these 3 tweets did Donald Trump not send? So 2 of these Donald Trump actually tweeted and 1 I made up. All right. Number 1. Little Mac Miller, I'm now going to teach you a big boy lesson about lawsuits and finance, you ungrateful dog. Number 2. Number 2. Little Mac Miller. Here's a tip. Businessman to businessman. In order to be successful, your music has to actually sound good. Number 3. Little Mac Miller. I have more hair than you do, and there's a slight age difference. All right,
Wow.
which tweet did I make up?
That's insane.
So he called him Little Mac Miller on multiple occasions then.
Well, at least twice. We know 2 of those
At
are true,
least
and he called him Little
twice.
Mac Miller
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was honestly like brilliant when I stumbled across this. I was like, I could not believe
That's
it.
a gold mine.
It was
Yeah.
like 2013 or 2012, 2013 Twitter screenshots. It was
Actually,
brilliant.
I saw that video for the first time, the Donald Trump vid that he did, and I was like, fuck. If there's anyone I want to go back in time and tell this is not
Yeah.
going to age well, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I imagine he would have regretted it. to
Oh,
be
he
honest.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time, but anyway.
Does Donald Trump wanting to sue him for royalties imply that Donald Trump has some sort of trademark around his name? Because I guess his businesses are like Trump related,
Yeah.
right? Like, do you think this man has trademarked his name?
Maybe.
he
He
surely
probably
would
has,
have.
to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
he puts his name on everything. Like everything
Yeah.
he's got like.
Does that mean
Trump-
we're going to get done for talking about it?
He's got Trump. Yeah, maybe. He's got
And
Trump.
those
meat.
royalties over.
Yeah, all the,
So-
all the podcast royalties.
$1.
He wouldn't want people putting like Trump on anything else. I'm sure.
Yeah. Although he loved it to start with, called him the
Yeah.
new Eminem.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you thinking? Which tweet?
I'm a bit fishy on the second one because it just seems a bit generic.
What was the second one again, Bill?
Businessman to businessman one.
Little
Oh,
Mac
okay.
Miller. Here's a tip. Businessman to businessman. In order to be successful, your music has to actually sound good.
That does sound like somebody doing an impression of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm kind of. And let's see the first one again.
Little Mac Miller, I'm now going to teach you a big boy lesson about lawsuits and finance, you
If you-
ungrateful dog.
If you
Wait,
made that up, that is awesome.
About
gonna
lawsuits
say-
and
Ungrateful
finance. Lawsuits and
Yeah.
finance, full stop, you ungrateful dog, exclamation mark.
What does Donald Trump want him to be grateful for? Like, what has he provided
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Mac Miller that he's not
Who knows?
getting thanked for?
Maybe I think by this point Miller was like talking shit about Trump, and then it would have been like, you should be
grateful for
grateful
his-
for using my name or something.
He's rescinding his support.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that one, the first one's false, just because it's actually the one I want most to be true. But in saying that, I reckon that means that it's false. That's my.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the second one.
I'm gonna go with the third one because
Nice.
I don't know. It's a wild card to me. The hair related, like that's kind of uncalled for.
Yeah.
I don't put it past him, but
And everyone thinks that Donald Trump has fake hair as well, and he doesn't really want to talk about it usually because
oh no,
everyone's like
big
it's a toupee.
censorship around his.
So you could be onto something there. I reckon.
He's
Anyway,
weak.
we'll stick to it though.
He doesn't bring it up.
No.
All right. So number one is it was true. He said, "You ungrateful dog." Let me teach you a
said
big boy lesson.
A big boy lesson.
A big boy lesson about lawsuits and finance.
That's awesome.
Ungrateful dog. You
I didn't know
ungrateful
that anyone
dog.
outside of Australia.
That's
called
something you
people
say
a
at like the
dog.
pub. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
wait.
thought that was just an Australian thing.
Unless
Anyway.
unless I just stumbled across like multiple sites that picked up fake tweets.
You ungrateful dog.
Because when I saw it, I was like, that has to be fake. So I looked it up and I saw a couple another ones. So unless I've been like goosed by multiple sites, I'm pretty sure he
that's
said
right.
you ungrateful.
I
dog.
don't want to find
This-
out. I want to hope. Just pretend.
Yeah,
that's real
neither.
forever.
This is
So
10 years ago. So
Yeah.
the Twitterverse was a different
Dog.
space.
different beast.
Yeah. Okay, so number 2, Little Mac Miller, here's a tip: businessman. In order to be successful, your music has to actually sound good. I made that one up. That
Yes.
was the genuine one. He did say, "I have more of the hair than you do," and there's a slight age difference. And yeah, he says Little Mac Miller at the start of all of
That's so funny.
Oh.
Little Mac Miller. I haven't
That's
won one
fucked.
in so long, so I'm grateful for that.
I'm going to read through all of those tonight.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I might have a look as well.
I
A lot
have
of
a
them
lot
are
of
like-
reading to do now.
Yeah, a lot of them are like him replying to people that have replied to him. And they're like, yes, this Little Mac Miller, etc., etc. You ungrateful dog. Might make that my fucking, I don't know, Instagram name. Little Mac Miller, you
Little
dog.
ungrateful dog. You ungrateful dog.
Ungrateful
Alright.
dog. Yeah.
Nice work, Brad.
Thank
Well
you.
done. We got one thing left to do on the show today, as it stands. We're going to rate these albums out of 10. Out of 10 what, though? What are we thinking?
Goggles.
Goggles. 10 ungrateful dogs. 10 goggles.
That is a good one. 10
Yeah.
ungrateful dogs.
10 ungrateful goggle wearing dogs. And then for Tyler, what do you want to do? Freaking,
Look.
I don't know. Rex Orange Counties.
Sure.
All right. Pretty shit as per, but
Yeah.
that's how we like it. All right, we're going to go around one at a time. Do Flower Boy first. Chelsea, what are you giving Flower Boy out of 10? And we don't do decimals, and you can give 10s. 10s are welcomed if you think it's a 10.
Okay. I was going to give a decimal. I will give Flower Boy 9 out of 10 Rex Orange Counties.
Nice.
Boom. Hell.
Because
Yeah.
I've never really, I haven't rated an album in this quantifiable a way before, so I just want to be, careful with my 10s.
Yeah.
We didn't do that to start, or I didn't.
No,
I just
never.
gave 10s to everything, and now I'm
Well, I
working my way
chose
back.
these. I chose both of
Yeah.
these, so
No,
I want to
that's
give them
alright.
both 10.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Technically.
Don't hold back.
I won't. I will.
Oh, shit. Adam, what are you giving it?
I'm going to go a 9 as well. As I said before, I kind of spoiled it at the beginning because of Will. Fucking Will.
Sorry
Because
about that.
Eagle was my 10, and I actually can't split this and Call Me If You Get Lost. I like them both equally, and I think they're quite similar.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love it. It's such a massive Tyler fanboy. Love all of his stuff, and this album's no different. It's just a big journey.
Mm.
Yeah, I love it.
Sweet
Yeah.
as. Bradley?
I'm gonna go what are we doing? I'm gonna 9 Rex Orange Counties as well. This is like one of the first, like, this got me into a lot of different hip hop in this sort of area as well. So I think I have a lot to owe to this album. It's probably one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. It's not perfect, I don't think. Nothing's really perfect. I would maybe drop the Lil Wayne track, maybe. I'm not the biggest fan of that track.
Yeah.
I love Wheezy though, but I don't know. I'm not trying to be too critical, but yeah, this is a brilliant album. Just like it's on par with Eagle with me, maybe even better. How about that? So 9.
Decent.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to be heaps boring and follow all three of you up with a 9. 9 Rex Orange
Decent.
Counties. It just feels like a complete album. And I don't know, so many times you can listen to like songs or albums like this where they are broad in their genres, but they don't work at all. And now it's just like this album, it just works, the whole thing, the whole flow of it. And yeah, I remember I wasn't like the biggest fan of Ego when we did it, but I really love this one here. So yeah, easy 9 little Rexes for myself and everyone else, as it seems. All right, let's do Mac Miller out of 10 ungrateful dogs wearing goggles. That's a mouthful. Chelsea, what are you giving it?
Purely because to me, Flower Boy is a bit more musically daring. I'm gonna give it 8 goggle wearing ungrateful dogs
Mm-hmm.
out of
Yep.
10 ungrateful goggle wearing dogs. Because Flower Boy changed something. I don't know exactly what it was, whether it was just really solidifying like experimental hip hop as a genre, brought it into the mainstream, definitely. I mean, both of these albums to me, they just like, with all the collaborations, they both just feel like hangs.
Yeah.
I could just imagine in the Mac Miller one, like Thundercat and Flying Lotus, and everyone, Kwasi Washington. Did he play on that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not
pretty
sure. I'm not sure.
I think he has production. Anyway.
I'm not sure. But I could just imagine them all hanging out. And to me, Flower Boy really does that to the kind of nth degree. So yeah, I'm gonna give Swimming an 8.
Nice. Adam?
I have a feeling this is going to be a really boring round because I'm also going to give it an 8. Only because I actually haven't... I've listened to Mac a few times. I haven't listened to any albums all the way through. I've always listened to like select stuff. Big Thundercat fan, so kind of when that all happened, I then went through a lot of his stuff. But this is the first time going through this album all the way through. And I really enjoyed it. I loved it. There were a few times that it wasn't, maybe just in comparison to Flower Boy, I just didn't find parts as engaging, because Flower Boy is just so like out there, and it does just like demand you can't like not listen to it. Whereas there are parts in Mac Miller that, I mean, there's huge highs, but there are like a few little bits that I kind of just breezed
There are
over
some
and
lulls,
didn't. I didn't listen as intently, so I would give it an 8 for that.
Bradley?
Well, I think, I'm going to go 8. Dogs with goggles. I think I just got to give Flower Boy the edge. But I'd say, like, Mac's impact on the common person, the common young person was maybe more.
For sure.
Left more impact on us youths. Album about picking himself up from his really harsh breakup, and a lot of self-love and personal healing, but also about the struggles involved with that as well. So I think he is a voice for people who don't really find the words to know how they're feeling, and this album, it's all in there.
That's very well said, Brad.
Very well said.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
You're bringing a tear to my eye, Bradley. Jesus
Thanks,
Christ.
guys.
Damn.
Voice of
I
the
wrote that down,
voiceless.
so I had to.
You shouldn't have said that.
Short essay. Yeah. You can
Got
cut
it on
out.
the screen right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, that was my work though.
Written on my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, copy paste it from Wikipedia.
From Pitchfork.
That's what
Yeah.
Pitchfork said, yeah.
God damn.
Guess what? I'm gonna go. Let me think. 8. 8 ungrateful dogs.
Is this the first time it's been
Couple of speedo goggles.
exact same
Sure.
around the board?
Sure, there's been another time, but there wouldn't be too many other times. But yeah,
I don't think so. Anyway, continue.
pretty much the same things you said. I really love the production on it, but overall it's a bit long. And because it's not doing too many things different on each song, as I got into the album more, like the back few tracks, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
time to wrap it up, I think. Time to wrap it up, sir.
It
But
starts very strong.
yeah, it
Does
does.
start ridiculously strong.
But if I listen to the songs individually at the back end, they're sick. They're awesome songs. But as an album as a whole, it's a bit
It trails.
bit
Yeah, a little
tiring.
bit.
Yeah, but that's the lyrics on this were really good, and I love how he sings and raps. It doesn't make sense to me how he sounds like that, but it's awesome.
They both have I reckon they're both some of the most recognizable voices in
Yeah.
20 years of hip hop, probably. Maybe the most, I would say. Just
Wow.
don't sound like anyone else at all.
Yeah, for sure. So if you can do quick maths, Tyler Creator, Flower Boy, 36 out of 40. That's a big score. Beats
Big score.
Swimming, 32 out of 40. Another win for Tyler.
Tyler
lost?
always.
Oh no, we did get him against Genesis Owusu. I think
Oh, yeah.
Genesis album won,
Someone,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting indeed. That's another one in the book, sir. That was
Well
fun.
done.
Yeah, well done to all competitors. Chelsea, thanks so much for coming on. Hope you had a fun time.
Yeah, that was great.
So fun. Thank you for having me.
Thanks
Such a
for,
cool concept. I love what you do.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Thanks for
good fun. We've listened to a fair few albums now, probably
Yeah.
100.
Almost get into 200 soon.
Yeah, it's really
Damn.
pushing there. So we got some more next week though, and we got some returning guests.
Yeah.
Our good friends not just off the pod, but of us as human beings. Campbell Burns, Jake Johnson from the internet's favorite band, Newcastle's favorite band, Vacations, are coming on for Radiohead, another Radiohead album, In Rainbows. It's going against Bonobo, Black Sand. Jake and Campbell are probably the most famous people we know now.
Yeah.
Like
I'm keen to
legitimately
talk to him about
everything.
everything. Being on Ted Lasso. It's fucking sucks.
On
That
Ted
is
Lasso.
Yeah, their song was
yeah.
on Ted Lasso.
Crazy.
Psycho.
They're
Insane.
about to go to America, selling out
Sold
shows
out
everywhere,
tours. Yeah.
Sold out American tour.
selling out American tours.
I saw Campbell at the Chief Lease the other day, the sub shop. I was like, oh, that's just one of the biggest musos I know. Probably the
comes
biggest news I
into
know.
My work all the time, and I never.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm fangirling to him, even though I've known him for ages. Like, oh, congratulations! Like, oh, you're doing really well. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
Gee, bro.
I blew it.
We had, the past
He's
three,
mate.
past 3 weeks we had Trophy Eyes, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, and Eskimo Joe, and I still think Vacations might just
They're
be the
bigger
most
than them.
famous. It's
Psycho.
insane. Anyway, we'll talk to them about it next week. Make sure you follow us on the socials at Record Royale. Make sure you check out Chelsea's EP drama.
Mhm.
I'm really loving it. I've been
Me
listening
too.
to it all week and like not even for really prep for this episode. I've just been like really jamming it. I'm very keen to hear what you do next, Chelsea.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No worries at all. All right, we'll catch us all next week with Vacations. Bye.